Yeah. Young T, AZ. I'm on cloud 9 in my Airbnb, up in third eye blind, which the homies could see. In the trenches being all they can be. I said, nah, I ain't crippin', but dog, wait and see. How to tell the difference between good and bad in the G. Killed another nigga, I'm just glad it wasn't me. Dogs gotta eat, better check the pedigree. It's hard to pay attention to the noise when you're free.
Yo, what's going on, man? Yeah, I know it's early. Nice. What the hell you mean it's been filming the whole time? The whole time? How did you do that? Access remotely? But you're weird. Get to work. You get to work. Fuck. Alright, man. Take care. Yeah, I'll get it. Alright, guys. What's going on, Coach Co community? You know, I wish I would have given you an introduction sooner, but I had to do some animal flow. So I actually did a certification last weekend for animal flow. It's something that I've been meaning to do for quite some time. It's primal movements, things that we should be doing on a regular basis and we just kind of forgot or stopped doing as a civilization, aka moving. So that's actually going to touch upon some of the points that we've got today. Today we're going to be talking about 3 tips on how to burn body fat. And you know me, things are never conventional. I'm gonna go off the board with these. These are things that you can do literally today and you'll lose weight without even exercising. So don't be like, you know, this is one of those ones where he's gonna do a plug for exercise or macros or no. We're going unconventional with this stuff. So I'm fired up to talk about this. But before we do that, I'm goddamn starving. So we're headed back and we can chat on the way. Alright, team, so while we're headed back we can chat because let me tell you something, before I eat I'm miserable, so let's get going. So if we're talking about burning belly fat, body fat, it's basically losing weight and making sure that you're doing that in a constructive manner. So how do we do that? I'll show you. Tip number 1 is always have gum on stash. What the hell does that mean? Well, gum actually helps satiate you because you're putting something in your mouth. And if you're chewing something, your body can't possibly think that it's still hungry. Alright? So, whether you're dieting, whether you're in between meals and you can't get somewhere to eat, keep gum handy. Because if you're trying to lose weight and your body is struggling to adapt, there are going to be times where you're craving food or craving sweets or craving whatever. And I promise you, if you replace that with a piece of gum, even 2 pieces of gum, the difference in calories, because ultimately that's the only thing that matters in order to lose weight or body fat, caloric deficit. So keep gum on stash, people. Always in the fanny. All right, now it's time to eat. So let's hit this. That's more like it. So, those of you who know me, I absolutely hate wearing shirts, especially in my house. I just feel constricted. They never really fit right. And besides the point, we're gonna be talking a little bit about what I did this weekend while I'm cooking, because, you know, what better way to get a point across before we talk about point number 2 than a story. So, we're gonna jump in the kitchen, we're gonna jump in the fridge, and we're gonna cook some stuff up. I'm gonna show you a little bit about portion sizes when you're trying to lose some weight. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to having a camera around. I'm sure most people do. Eventually I will. So what we're making today, and I say making very loosely because I'm basically just reheating something I already made. Because I've learned 2-portion, I can eyeball my olive oil. That's a tip right there. A little bonus tip for you guys. Make sure you're measuring your olive oil. Next up, we got some ground beef. Make sure we spread that thing all over the pan. Didn't look like it, but I promise by the end of the video, it'll be all over the pan. So while this stuff's heating up, I'm also gonna throw some potatoes in there. This is roughly a cup and a half. That's a big difference, but honestly, post-workout for me, because I don't really eat a lot at the end of my day, I can get away with that little fluctuation. It's probably about 20 carb difference between a half cup and a full cup. Now, 20 carbs could be a lot for you, depending on what you eat on a regular basis. For me, I know exactly what I eat, so I know that's really not that bad. Now, let me show you a little bit of a hack when it comes to eating, all right? So, tip number 2 when it comes to how to burn belly fat, or just fat in general, is to switch up what you're eating out of, all right? And I'm gonna show you guys an example. So that's a big plate, all right? Check this out. So we're gonna take everything that's on here and we're gonna put it on here. If you ever want to diet, if you ever want to lose belly fat, tricking your brain into thinking you're eating a lot more food than you actually are is the way to go. So I'm about to mow this meal, and then the fun part. And then we get to just relax a little bit. We're gonna be chilling on the balcony and watching the sunset before we talk about before we talk about point number 3. Who says diet food can't be great? All right, team. So I promised you 3 tips to burn fat, lose weight that were unconventional, and that's exactly what I'm gonna give you. So the third fun fact of the day, and I'm gonna take you with me while I eat these cookies outside. Let's go for a trip. Fun fact number 3 is, first of all, let's just talk about how goddamn tired I am. What a long ass day, man. It has been crazy. But yeah, I mean, every so often I just sit out here and just relax. I find a comfort in being out here. It's extremely calming, and what better way to relax than with one of these freaking cookies? Whew. Point number 3, and it's unconventional, like I promised, is take pictures of yourself bi-weekly or weekly or monthly, or find a system, because let me tell you something, you're never going to be more motivated to change your physique if you're constantly taking pictures. If you're constantly taking pictures and seeing that things aren't changing, you're gonna work harder. You're gonna try new things. You're gonna prevent yourself from eating all 3 of these on days where you need it. So point number 3 is the most important point, I think. Just take pictures of yourself. You don't have to share them with anyone. They're for you. And this way you can either be happy with your progress, or you can hold yourself accountable, because accountability is the number 1 factor when it comes to losing weight and burning fat. All right, team.
So I'm gonna continue to smash this cookie. I'm gonna continue to enjoy this beauty around me. Not necessarily that satellite dish, but we'll talk about that another day. If you liked this video, if you like the unconventional approach to losing body fat, what you need to do is like, subscribe, comment, because your friends might need this information. Your family might need this information. Please pass it along. And I'm not saying this because I'm begging you to do it, because people deserve to know and to get to their goals. Alright, team. Coach Co out.